Hi, it's Mark from Training Spark. In this video, we're taking a look at MemberDash, which is LearnDash's new membership plugin, which was released in July 2023. So we can see that this is available from LearnDash's main website, and it says it's the most flexible membership plugin for WordPress. And it's getting into a market with other things like MemberPress, Paid Memberships Pro, S2 Member, these sort of plugins which add membership functionality to your WordPress platform, whereby people can sign up for tiers of memberships, and this unlocks certain aspects of your site when they pay or subscribe to certain tiers of access. So LearnDash have created this, and I guess the idea is that it can sit alongside LearnDash, but you don't have to have LearnDash to install MemberDash. It says down here, do I need to use LearnDash in order to use MemberDash? And it says no. So you can have this independently from LearnDash, and it's a completely standalone plugin that runs separately to LearnDash, which is different from LearnDash's other offerings, which tend to be add-ons for LearnDash. So Pro Panel, Groups Plus, Gradebook, and Notes all work for LearnDash, as part of LearnDash, whereas MemberDash is a standalone plugin which can work alongside LearnDash but doesn't have to. You'll see that the price point is slightly higher than the add-ons, so we're looking at $199 per year at present. So it's a bigger investment, but it's a bigger plugin than some of the others here. So without further ado, what we're going to do is take a look at this. And to do this, if you want to do this yourself, scroll down to the bottom, and there's an option to give MemberDash a try. And that'll bring you to a page like this. And what you want to do is click on Get Started on this right-hand box here. And what this will do is create you a sandbox site like this, where you can have a play around with MemberDash before you potentially buy it and just see what the features are like. There's a couple of things I've done to help demonstrate this. What I've done is added a new course page here with a number of courses which are all paid for. So these all have a paid for value attached to them, so you would have to pay to access them normally. And I've also installed a plugin which I've mentioned in a few of our other videos, which is this user switching. And what that will allow me to do is just switch between different users so that we can see what each one is seeing. So let's take a look at MemberDash. When you install it, you'll have it down here at the bottom in the left-hand menu, and it's kind of the opposite end to LearnDash, which takes the top spot. MemberDash is down here. So we'll go through quickly the options that we have here and just chat through them and how it works. We won't go into great depth here. This is just a top-level overview of what the MemberDash plugin does. So we can see on the demo site here, we've got a free level of membership, and you can add new levels of memberships, and you might add some paid ones with different prices. So you might have something like gold, silver, bronze memberships, all different prices and all giving access to different things. And one of the things I'll just point out is that the general premise of membership plugins like this is that, say you have a page on your site, any type of page or post. I'll call this my top secret page. What these plugins tend to do, and we'll see this on the right hand side here, is allow you to protect those pages and make it so that only people in certain membership tiers can access them. So what we've done there on the right hand side is enabled protection for this page and said that people in the free tier membership could access it, and likewise we can turn that off as well. So once you have a few different levels of membership, what you can do is enable access for different tiers, and anyone who's not in that level of membership wouldn't have access to this page. So that's the basic premise of how these work. So coming back to the memberships section here, let's take a look at some of the options. So we can see that we've got the details of the membership. We can say whether or not it's active, whether or not it's public, and a few different options here. You can also integrate it with MailChimp lists. So if you have this hooked up to MailChimp via one of these settings, you can make it so that if someone enrolls into this membership, they would automatically be added to a MailChimp list. There's a few different details about the membership type, and you can have one which is like a standard membership where everything is available from the start, or you can also have a dripped content membership where content can be released over a certain period of time. You have these access options. I'm not entirely sure what that one is, but I'll assume it's something important here: permanent access, finite access, or date range access. Like I say, we're not going to go into every single setting here. We just want to cover the basics and show you how this works with LearnDash. And a few other bits of protection messages that you can show here. If someone reaches a page that requires this level of access, you can say, adjust the messages that people see. The content you're trying to access is only available for members, something like that. So you can amend the messaging around here. And there's also some auto email responses that are sent to people when they do things like verify their email or cancel their subscription. So they're the basic levels of access, and that's a free level of access. What I'm going to do is quickly create a new one, which would be something like a paid membership. And I'll say standard membership again, and I'll say, paid membership as an example here. And I'll tick this box to say this is a paid membership. And what that does is allows us to attach a payment gateway to this so that people can pay for access to this. So it's taking me to the next step here. Here's where we select how people pay for it. So you select the currency, what payment gateways are allowed. And I believe as standard you have PayPal and Stripe. As I understand, there's no way to integrate this with WooCommerce at present. This is a standalone plugin that has its own payment gateways, which are just PayPal and Stripe. So you would say, I don't know, I want recurring payments, and say, this membership is $50 every 1 year. So it's a recurring payment, recurring membership payment that they have to pay for every year, and it's $50. And you can say what happens if their membership ever ends, and you just drop them down to maybe a free membership or a visitor level, and that would drop them down and remove their access after that time has passed and when the membership is cancelled. So you can see there now we've got two levels of membership: a free level of membership and a paid level of membership. And the paid level of membership has a $50 a year payment attached to it. What we can do now is add these shortcodes to pages, so you could have a subscribe button or a registration form for these different types of memberships. So you might create a membership page where people can see access to the different membership options. And I believe this demo already has one of those. So maybe now's a good time to log in as an example user and just see what we would see on this site. So we've got this page. I'm logged in as a new user who isn't yet a member of the site. They've just got a login. So we can see this membership list page, and we can see the two different types of membership that are available. They've got available here, so they can sign up for the free membership or the paid membership. And if they go to the free membership, because it's free, I would assume, it's already given them access here. I mean, that's a bit of an odd message for a free membership, but there might be something through the settings here, and it says thank you page as the title. So I don't know if that means that I'm now, so I've been given access to the free membership here by the looks of things, and therefore I would be able to access anything that the free tier allows. So we can see here, this plugin brings about this account section here, where you can see your membership, when it expires, and your history. And if you had signed up for one of the paid memberships, you may have some invoices here from any payments that you have paid in the past. So let's just go back to the site and have a look at some of the more of the settings that you get via the MemberPress plugin. So we've got these protection rules here, and what you can do is, rather than restricting individual pages and posts, what you could potentially do is restrict all types of pages and posts. So you could tick all of these and say I want all of these to be blocked, or you could block certain custom post types if you got them. So in here we can see a lot of the LearnDash topics and things like that. So you could potentially block certain post types from certain different types of membership, as well as these special pages here and menu items and things like that. So you've got control over what level of access different aspects of your site give. So you can make it so that only certain levels of membership have access to certain things. We have a list of all the members we've got on the site. So there's the one we just signed up with, and they signed up as a free member there. So this is a big one, and you can separate these off by different tiers of membership. So I'm going to see we've got no paid members at the moment, but all our free ones are would be displayed there. We've got the option to manually add members, so we'll have a look at that shortly. And this is just your way of creating new users potentially in the system. So you can either add new details here, or you can add existing users. Billing is where we would set up, where we would see payments from the past and look at the invoices there. You can also set up coupons, and add-ons we'll have a look at shortly, where you can link it with other plugins, one of those being LearnDash. There's also some reporting here where you can look at certain things like revenue over time, number of users who've been enrolled over time, and things like that. You can also export these as CSVs. There's also some general settings. We won't go into all of these, but these are just a few different things that you can tweak, including things like the payment methods here. So you can add your Stripe details and your PayPal details here, and the sort of general default currencies and things like that. What I want to do now is show you how we would link this with LearnDash. So what you might have is a website where you've got some online courses, and the limitation of online courses is that people sometimes pay once, go away, and they'll never come back to your site. And what memberships provide a good way of doing is giving people a reason to come back. So creating your own community and your own customers who are paying more than once, so they wouldn't just pay for that one course and then disappear. They're now in your ecosystem, and you can create a more rich offering via a membership site than you could just with a simple course site. And that's what I think LearnDash are trying to do here by creating this MemberDash. Create something that's a bit more than just a learning platform. It's something that's got members and recurring revenue and things like that could generate more revenue over time. So what you might have at the moment on your site, if you've got LearnDash, is something like this, where you've got a certain number of courses, and these are paid for. What you can do with MemberDash is head to MemberDash and then add-ons, scroll down to LearnDash integration, and we'll enable that. And it says options available. Let's take a look at the settings here. So what you can say is that when a user enrolls in a course, they will be automatically subscribed to a selected membership, or you can do it the other way around, which I think is more logical. When a user subscribes to a membership, they will automatically be enrolled onto the selected course. Now, this took a little while for me to figure out because I was like, well, what courses would they get access to here? But this is actually set up on a different page. So all you need to do is enable this and then choose that top option. And then when we head back to the memberships pages here, where if you remember, we set up the free and paid ones, what we can do is click on edit here. And now that we've got the add-on enabled, we've got LearnDash as one of the features here. And we can say that when a user subscribes to this membership, they will be enrolled on the selected course. And I can choose one of the courses here. So I'll say the free members get access to maybe this Crafting Your Course LearnDash course, and perhaps the paid tier of membership gets access to all courses. So I'm just going to choose all of them here and just add them one by one. Oops. So what we've got is two different tiers of memberships. Free get access to one course and paid get access to all of the courses. So let's take a look at that in practice. What we're going to do is add a user. So maybe this Ardith Ruka to one of the courses. What I'm going to do is just copy their username. And I'm going to go to MemberDash and then go to Add Member. And I could create a brand new WordPress user on the left-hand side here. But what I'm going to do is add one of my existing users, which was that person there. And then I'm going to click Select. And I'm going to give this person access to the free membership. And I'm not going to create an invoice. I'm just going to click Save. So now this user has been given access to the free membership. And we can set expiry dates if you want to as well. So I could say they get access until perhaps 2024 as an example here. And I'm just going to click Save there. And if we go back to all members now, we can see under the free tier of membership, we've got two users, the one that we signed in as a while ago and this new one here. And what I'm going to do is log in as this Ardith Ruka here. And if we go to the courses page, what we see is that because we're on this membership tier, we've now been given access to this Crafting Your Course here, but not the other ones. And they can get started on this and access it in the same way that they would any normal course through LearnDash. What they can also do, I believe, is upgrade their membership. So if they wanted to go up to the paid membership and get access to all courses, then they could do that via this link here. Let's give another user access to the paid membership and see what they see. So in this case, what we'll do is this Jared Hudson here. What we'll do is just copy their username and then go to Add Member. And we're going to add an existing WordPress user here to the paid membership in this case. And we're going to click Save. And we're going to, it's already added an expiry date, but let's just click Save again. And now if we go to all members, we've now got a paid member and two free members. And we're going to log in as this Jared Hudson here, who's got the paid membership. And in theory, they should have access to all courses because they've been given access to the paid membership, which has all of them. And we can see that that's worked. So as a paid member, they get access to all courses. Let's just take a very quick look at the way you would change or cancel your membership. So I've come to this page here. I'm on a paid subscription here. What I want to do is cancel my membership. It says, are you sure? and it says the membership is cancelled, but it's valid until it expires on that date. And they do have the option to renew, and they would have access to the courses still until that date passes, at which point they would be dropped down to a free tier and would lose access. So we hope you find that useful, and we think it's a really useful addition to people who want to sell their expertise. Creating a membership platform where there are subscriptions and recurring revenue is a good way to increase your kind of reaching your money making potential, and certainly a plugin like MemberDash here would be a good companion for your LearnDash courses if you're looking to do that. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more like this, please subscribe to the TrainSpark YouTube channel.